Full Court Fits, the show that takes you around the world of NBA fashion while also bringing you the latest, greatest, biggest news in sneaker culture today. I'm Big Waz. Let's go. All right, first up, let's get right into Copper Drop, a man who doesn't really make it onto this segment or onto this show for that matter very often, if ever. This might be the first time. Don't fact check me about my own show, but Robert Williams, he's rocking a brand called Do Not Disturb, both the sweatpants and the long sleeve tee. I'm really into this long sleeve tee because he's paying homage to the legends. Like, to me, whenever you have an opportunity to pay homage and give props to the people that paved the way, the people that made this league what it is, for people like Robert Williams to come and feed their families for generations and participate in the league and with the game and with a culture that he loves, like the people who made that possible, man, I think it's great whenever anybody from the younger generation takes their time out to acknowledge what came before them and make people know that these folks are important and we should celebrate them for it. And so I'm definitely copping this fit. Shouts to the young fella for paying homage. Next up, Davis Bertans of the Dallas Mavericks. I remember I once called this man probably the most overrated guy in the league. That wasn't too charitable, but let's get a look into what he's rocking right now. He's rocking a button-up, silk button-up from a brand called Boohoo. A great freaking name. Some cargo pants that I'm really interested in. They're tearaway pants, which you don't see a lot back in the days. When I was younger, it was like the coolest thing to get your hands on a set of tearaway pants where you could just, boom, flip them off. You felt so cool doing that. Jordan used to rock tearaways. The Knicks players rock tearaways. It was like the coolest item you could get your hands on. But this is a dope variation in that there's cargo pockets on it. So it's like an athletic pant, but also functional with the utility convention to it. I'm into these pants, you know, ho-hum, some whack-ass Louboutin, excuse me, or sneakers. You know how I feel about designer. These pants are carrying the day, man. I gotta give it to my man Davis Bertans. I'm copping this fit. All right, let's get right into sneak peek. Here are a detailed look, of course, of the women's Air Jordan 1 Retro OG High, calling these the Starfish. A blend between orange and red, like wherever that middle ground lives, that's where this colorway is. You see some black on the upper. I like the sort of black stitching outlining the white toe. Obviously, it's always cool when Jordan and these guys, I say it all the time, pay special care and attention to women who have been a classically underserved community when it comes to sneaker enthusiasts. I just think this is a dope shoe. I'm trying to force myself to be above like the Jordan 1 High craze. Like this thing seems to never end, but every time they drop a freaking colorway, I'm into it. These will be coming out in September via the Sneakers app, which means it'll be damn near impossible to get your hands on for retail, but try your luck, man. These are some cool ass kicks and I'm really looking forward to them. Next up, we got a line of sneakers that don't really get the love that it deserves, in my opinion. Aww. On this show, you'll recall that me and my man Kyle Mann, we did a ranking of our favorite KDs of all time, but just out in the greater sneaker public, outside of actual hoopers, I don't think the sneaker community has a great affinity for the KD line, and I think that's a mistake. I think he's dropped plenty of heat over the years, and I actually really like these KD 15s. This latest joint is inspired by Jet Flight, which I think the color is supposed to be like flames and, you know, like the torch that's coming out when jets fly high, which, you know, I guess this is not the tightest comparison, but the color is really dope nonetheless, right? I like the black finishes on the upper. The white midsole gives it a dope contrast, a little pink accent there in the Air Zoom. I just think this is an overall dope colorway, again, from a sneaker line that doesn't get the requisite love that I think it deserves. Be on the lookout for these KD joints. Check these out pretty soon. All right, and next up, we have the Nike LeBron 19. They're calling this the LeBronival. This is an opportunity in the storytelling of this kick for Nike and LeBron to look back at some of his past accomplishments. 4 titles, 4 finals MVPs, just special nods to all of the accomplishments that LeBron has had throughout his career. It's dope. I like when they do the 2 different kicks on one joint. Not a lot of people are willing to go out there and wear 2 different sneakers. Back in the days, we used to think people were weirdos, but these 2 specific colors are pretty incredible to me, right? Like, I love the red. I love this sort of green, sort of teal-ish colorway. You see some of the accents, the 303 area code of Nike. It's just a celebration of LeBron's career. Whole time doing it with Nike. I don't think the 19s have gotten that much buzz. And honestly, I think it's the crazy ass price point. $220 at retail for a pair of kicks is kind of crazy, especially when you consider it's not like a Jordan 1, you know, some of these other Jordan models that come out and fly off the shelves that people are literally willing to pay anything for. LeBron's kicks haven't been moving at the rate that they used to in the past, and I genuinely think the price point has a part in that. But these sneakers are pretty dope, and I get that they're made with some of the most premium quality products that Nike has available these days. This is a pretty decent drop. These are coming out in June of this year. Be on the lookout for those. All right, guys, that was our show for today. Make sure you subscribe to The Ringers YouTube page. Make sure you put on that notification bell so that every time Full Court Fits comes out, you get a notification. And make sure you like this vid because I know you was obsessed with it. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.